What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Arby'Verse podcast. As you probably already know at this point, Arby's has officially announced on the Arby's Today app that an Arby's Direct will be happening on August 11th, 2026 at 7 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Eastern time. And the internet, honestly, has just been exploding over this, right? Obviously, it's been anticipated for a long time, and it was sort of expected to happen on this week with all the rumors floating around, right? Beef and Cheese 27 saying it would be on a Tuesday, and of course it is. But it's nice to finally have that confirmed, right? There's no more speculation on timing. The August Arby's Direct is real, so we can finally get hyped, finally go over predictions. So that's what I'm here to do today. Go over my thoughts and predictions of what I expect to be at this Arby's Direct. So make sure to subscribe for all the latest updates on the Arby's news and my reaction to the Arby's announcements, which will be out tomorrow. All right, so first let's get the info about the Direct out of the way. The Arby's Direct will be happening again, August 11th, 2026, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. It will be approximately 15 seconds long, but they usually round down to the nearest 5. So I could honestly really imagine this being upwards of 17 to 19 seconds. That's typically how it goes. So that means there's a lot they could show here. And yes, this is a general Arby's Direct, not a sandwich-specific Direct. So there's no outside restaurant crap. You know, we've got plenty of those Inspire Brands showcases. No, we get a general Arby's Direct. Give us the Arby's stuff. It's going to be so good. And so all the big dogs can be here. Nothing's off the table, really. No pun intended. First off, it's good to point out as we go into these predictions, usually Arby's does their directs in September. And so this makes me think that there might actually be something releasing in September that they need to let us know about, which would explain why they're doing this a little bit earlier in the month of August. And what's honestly most surprising to me is the fact that this direct is still happening even with the ongoing cheese shortage in the industry right now. I mean, it's no secret that the fast food industry has been struggling a lot recently with prices just skyrocketing for the same products that we were getting 5 or 6 years ago, just way higher prices. Right? Restaurants are trying to find any way to cut costs, keep profits up. And we've been seeing things like the Taco Bell Taco Lover subscription. Most recently, we're seeing that McDonald's has announced that they're ending production of physical buns starting in 2028, which of course has caught the world by storm. But luckily, I think Arby's is in a pretty good place here. Right, they're still committed to producing physical buns. I think they've really come back since their downturn in the 2010s. And they've been really sticking to what they're good at, even with the downturn happening, and it's been paying off, right? We're starting to see that really pay off. And so even after their fair share of controversies, like the $8 sandwich controversy, which, you know, honestly, I got more than $8 worth out of that sandwich, but that's like a whole different discussion. And so the question is, what am I hoping to see in the Arby's Direct? Well, my first hope is that we don't see any price increases, right? You know, obviously with the cheese shortage, we would expect that, but I'm hoping that Arby's eats the cost, right? Pun intended, eats the cost. Even if they have to change the menu options, right? If they can pull off the same price as it has been, that will give them such a huge advantage, honestly, over the competition, especially since we're living in a time where people are becoming more price sensitive than ever. And so I'm asking Arby's, please keep the prices the same, please. Second prediction, and this is kind of more of a hope, is that honestly, I hope we get a new sandwich. Right? I hope we get a new sandwich, just something brand spanking new. Honestly, recently, Arby's has been doing a lot of repackaging and sandwich remakes. And, you know, yeah, those sandwiches are still tasty, right? But you can't become a McDonald's where it's like, oh, how many times can you release the McRib? Like that kind of thing. No, give us a new sandwich. I swear, bro, if this direct is like just the same sandwiches and a price increase, I'm going to absolutely freak out, right? This is the time to innovate. Like all the other places, they're struggling, but Arby's, you got your chance right now to become a big dog. So step up, step up. And, you know, honestly, it doesn't have to be some big budget, like super fancy sandwich. Like, just give us like a simple new combination of ingredients. Not a ton of calories. Arby's has always been known for their calorie compression. So use that to your advantage. Like, just a delicious medium meal for a good price. That's all I ask. And so now, while we're on this topic, we kind of have to address the elephant in the room, which is the leaker Roast the Beef 2, who is obviously a very notorious leaker in this community. And he's got a pretty good track record. But he's been spreading a rumor recently that Arby's is going to be remaking the classic Arby's roast beef sandwich. Obviously, I covered this in a short a few days ago. But yes, this is like a from the bun up remake. And, you know, I didn't really give my hot take there, but, you know, I honestly hope this is not true. Like, yes, okay, obviously, the original roast beef sandwich is a classic. It's got a 9.6 out of 10 on IMDb. I mean, that's really good. It's one of the highest rated sandwiches of all time. It's so tasty, right? But Arby's, bro, you are capable of so much more. Like, you don't have to remake the same thing every time. Remember, Arby's, brown sugar, bacon, Angus, steak. You've got so many other great ingredients to revive, and you don't have to keep bringing back these same exact things, right? You've already remade the roast beef sandwich before. You don't have to do it again. And so that's just my thoughts on that real quick. I know that is going to be a very hot take. A lot of people are obviously very excited over the idea of a roast beef sandwich remake. I understand that. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below, because that's just what I'm thinking right now. Third prediction, and this is kind of my final whole big prediction, and honestly just a shot in the dark. I'm thinking we might get some esports collaborations here. And I know that might sound weird, but you got to remember, like Arby's, they've been really spotty with their esports sponsorships. But think about this. At one point, they were sponsoring E-League. They were doing a ton of stuff with that. They were giving ads for E-League. Those became iconic. And then suddenly they don't want to have anything to do with competitive gaming. And it's just so confusing to me. Why jump into so far into competitive gaming and have such a big part in that and then not want to do anything with it? And so that's really my shot in the dark, is Arby's is going to get back into the esports scene. And that's obviously a Hail Mary prediction, but I do think there's a chance there, because that partnership was very successful. Those ads absolutely blew up. And so I'm really hoping they do that. And so, I mean, and honestly, with a whole 19 seconds for this direct, like it could be up to 19 seconds. There's obviously a lot that could happen in this direct. So let me know what you're hoping for in the comments below. Obviously, there's so many things I didn't cover here that could come up, but these are just my predictions. If you're excited for the upcoming Arby's direct, I know I am. Again, I'll be posting my reactions after the direct airs on the 11th. And I just want to say thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for tuning into Zouth, where I'm giving you all the most recent Arby's updates. Guys, this has been the Arbyverse podcast. Thank you so much.